13-0. Welcome back to Antonian. Great game going thus far. If you're the Apaches, at least, they've been phenomenal all night long, trying to maintain their 3-0 undefeated record in district. Medina is a junior, 400 batting average, 66 plate appearance, 19 runs, 26 hits, 17 RBIs, 7 doubles, and 2 triples. She swings at that one, sends it into left field, and that one is gone! A 3-run blast. Add them on, 5-0, Apaches. We've dropped a few degrees at 83 now, 20-mile-per-hour winds. And she swings one, gets a high ball into center field. That one's going to fall, and it'll be extra bases. They're going to try to get the runner in, it looks like. They're waving her around third. Here she comes. And another run has crossed the plate, 6-0 Antonian.
Back and forth game all night long. Lead changes like you wouldn't believe. And ultimately, a 4-point victory for the Patriots. This is what did it right here, more than likely. Jamichael Moore on that second to last possession. Got it to fall through and the and one. Completed the play. And then to cap it off with the little boom shakalaka. Demarion Dennis the Menace.
Leander has definitely shown what they could do tonight. Still only 3 players with points on the board, and they're surviving. That man right there is one of them, Ryder Bradley from downtown. His 4th from beyond the arc tonight, 40-32.
Bernie Radio Sports brought to you by John Wayne Service Company, your Hill Country home experts for AC, heating, plumbing, and electrical.
I hope your Easter weekend was festive. The San Antonio Brahmas are definitely feeling festive as well. Their first spring season in the newly branded UFL, and they defeated DC 27-12 on Sunday. San Antonio is now 1-0 to begin the new season. The Spurs also played an Easter Sunday game at home against the Golden State Warriors. This was without Sohan, Vassell, and Keldon in the lineup. Wembanyama did have 32 of the Spurs' 113 points, but the Warriors edged them by 4. 117-113 was the final score. This is no April Fool's joke. The Astros are 0-4 to begin the new season. They got swept in a home series against the Yankees. The Blue Jays come to town starting tonight for a 3-game series. The Rangers win 2 of 3 against the Cubs, falling Sunday 9-5. They travel now to Tampa for a 3-gamer with the Rays. And arena football is back. The San Antonio Gunslingers will open their historic 2024 campaign as a member of the Indoor Football League tonight in Southern California as they take on the San Diego Strike Force. Kickoff is at 8:05 and will be streamed live on YouTube. Bernie Radio Sports is delivered to you by the Bernie Star and John Wayne Service Company. For these stories and more, find the Bernie Radio Sports blog at bernieradio.com and follow Bernie Radio Sports on X. Esteban Serrano, Bernie Radio Sports.
And we're back here on the Wainwright Lawyers pregame show. I am Esteban Serrano, and I am joined with Coach Blaine Ellis from the Champion Chargers. Coach, how are you doing this week?
Oh, we're doing good.
Tough loss last week, and, we want to put that aside. Rearview mirror, it's garbage now, but this week y'all face Smithson Valley at home, and it could not come at a better time considering y'all two are pretty much fighting for the district right now. How are you feeling right now as coach?
Yeah, we feel really good about it. We're excited to be back home and excited to be facing another quality opponent. Our guys really embrace and our coaches really embrace a good challenge, and we're going to have a good challenge in Smithson Valley.
Absolutely. We know Smithson Valley, they're very dynamic on both ends. Offensively, they seem to have a rhythm going here. They're 6-0, or 4-0 rather in district, just to give you some context, and 6-1. Their only loss came from a non-district opponent, a tough non-district opponent in Reagan. How is the game plan going to be for this week, trying to challenge their offense?
Yeah, both offensively and defensively, they're very disciplined and they know exactly what they want to do, and their kids are rarely out of position. So, offensively, they're going to be simple and they're going to be sound. And so we've got to match that with aggressive play and being physical.
And so I absolutely like that you're embracing the, we're back home part and everything like that because of the fans, because of everything. The environment seems to be different when y'all perform at home compared to when y'all are on the road in another stadium, which is very tough.
Yeah, for sure. Our community is just tremendous. Our home atmosphere, I think it's unrivaled within the state. Our fans show up, they're loud, and they just create and I think we've talked about it. They create a playoff atmosphere for every home game, and so it makes it really, really fun, and our kids respond to it really well.
And speaking of them, what are we looking at with the players this week? Jordan Ballin as the quarterback. We got Sawyer Boley, a bunch of guys too that are very dynamic on the offensive side of things. So how are we going to be playing them this week? And what changes, if anything, are we going to see from this champion team?
We're going to keep doing what we do. We're going to focus on us, focus on what we need to do to be better. And some of that's going to be to execute in some big moments. We felt like last week we didn't execute in some of those big moments. And that's something we got to clean up moving into this week. And we're going to use, both Jordan and Sawyer, just like we have all year. We're going to use them to try to manufacture some explosive plays. And so, yeah.
In order to clean up those plays, Coach, what are you going to tell your guys prior to the game?
Yeah, so every moment matters, and that's kind of our message this week. But, when you focus on every moment and you make every moment matter, then those big moments aren't as big, if that makes sense. So that's our focus this week.
Absolutely. And all around the horn, all three teams, special teams, defense, you talk about them a little bit and, what we're going to be seeing from them this week. This is a pretty big game for them especially.
Yeah, like we talked about, they're very disciplined. They're simple and they're sound, and there's a lot to be said for that. They're going to be really, really good at what they do. Defensively, they're going to be very physical, and they're going to play downhill, and offensively, they're going to try to establish a run, and then try to get everybody in on the run, and then try to hit us on some passes, play action pass stuff. So they're going to do a really good job there, and then. They put a lot of stock in their special teams. They do a really good job with that, and they're going to try to create some big plays. You look at some of their big matchups within the district. Their special teams that have carried them.
All right, Coach. So what do you think are going to be three important and very crucial keys to victory for pulling out a win this week?
Yeah, we got to stay focused in the moment. Like I said, every moment matters. We got to win explosives, and we've got to tackle well.
You just heard from Coach Blaine Ellis from the Champion Chargers. Coach, thank you. We're going to be right back after this with more of the Wainwright Lawyers pregame show on Bernie Radio and TexasSportsProductions.com. Don't go away.